Hi, I'm Tom. I went to Flint Northern High School back in the old days, and about a year, and I was born a couple miles away from here. I went to Civic Park Elementary School. I feel as though it gives me some foundation here. 10 years ago I had a cancer, and I've been getting disability money, thank you, so that I can survive. I'm very, very lucky. I barely get by. I barely can afford the gas to get down here today from Grand Blanc, but I need to share with you all, and hopefully a seed will take place, and I do have that thing going, just in case history strikes and my seed takes root anywhere. There's this fella named Edgar Kahn. He's 75 years of age. He used to work for the Kennedy administration, and he was an architect in the VISTA program, Volunteers in Service to America, we now call AmeriCorps. And he's come up with this concept, and he explains it very clearly. There was a time before there was money.
We got toes, you know, we got a little bit less of the
and money has slowly been eating away, eroding at the muscles and the sinews of the relationships that our economy used to be based on. Right?
We
the
got
concept of time dollars, and let's say, for example, this group was a time bank, and I gave you an hour of my time helping you do whatever it was you needed some help with. We both agreed that was an hour. I put it in the bank. I can now ask you to help me kind of like a shower. And there's a software. The technology has caught up with an old idea. The technology of apps, and of internet, and a system of wikis I put together
and for the next like 2 weeks,
use at no cost to communicate and be notified when things happen.
This is
It's all
probably,
wrapped
even
up
after
here
we
in
tear this
this
down,
time dollars concept. There's a software where people use a currency of time, not a currency of dollars.
If that works out, and all these tens.
If I can get people to listen to the information that I've been scanning this book through the computer and putting it on text to software so you can actually hear it. And I have a couple of flyers here. I've got a system of wikis that I've been creating that can be a network. I've got one based out of Civic Park Elementary area and the other in Grand Blanc where I am. But I cannot get anybody in Grand Blanc to listen to me. And I figured that this was a group that would be able to understand what I'm doing.
I like the time dollars.
We are all assets, even people in wheelchairs, you know. We have to redefine what work means. Reciprocity is the key that makes it work. Social networks are how we communicate it, and respect is the bottom line. There's no money, there's no dollars. Time dollars, have you ever heard the woman who says, man, I wish I could get paid for all this hard work I do around the house? Time dollars recognizes that. Time bank, say you're a time bank. By the way, the software from a national place is free up to 19 people. I give you an hour of my time doing something, let's just keep it domestic, let's just say you're a senior citizen. You can't get groceries the way you used to. I see yours, that you need help in the time bank because I'm a member too. And I say to myself, oh, I can help you get groceries, so we connect. We meet, maybe we've never met, we've just established another connection in the community with somebody. I get those groceries, I bring them back, I set them aside, at the end I put it in the bank, but I help you for 90 minutes, you agree, I have 90 time credits, if you will. Now I can ask you to help me do something that I need help with that's got nothing to do with you, and on it goes. It's all stored in a database. It's an old concept that says there was a time before we had currency. We are like fish in the water. We don't see that the environment seems great or bad because we're all dependent on money. But if you step aside, you see that there's a lot more going on. So every day we went. What is the economy? The economy is the people we're standing in front of.
It all
so
comes
if we
from
give
us.
time and we actually use time as a currency, and not just your effort right here, let this be the start or another plank. I don't know if anybody else is talking about this in these groups, and I've got some information.
We talk about this all the time.
Well, I know you do, but let's formalize it because there's a Michigan Alliance of Time Banks. There's Time Banks USA.
Right.
It's big in England. Nobody's for $1. Everybody's for redefining what the community actually means. And if there's one way we are going to survive as a nation, it's because we've learned how to talk to one another again.
Right.
And I've got a series of wikis I've put together. Wikispaces.com allows me to put these together. I've got a network I've created for Genesee County, the Civic Park area. For Grand Blanc, I'll make a page up for your group.
Please.
And what you do when you participate in the wikis is that you have a little button called Notify Me, and everybody, anytime does something or adds or subtracts to it, you'll be notified. And these are all free, and we can keep in touch with other organizations all over the place. We have to use the free internet technology and focus it in on the communities. It's nice that we can play and go all around the world, but what if we use the storage capabilities of wikis focused in our community, neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood? A neighborhood watch. It's all part of the historical fact, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's still
it's okay.
filming.
It's okay. Right. It's fallen before.
I didn't get your lens.
Yeah, that's right.
Not too bad. Oh yeah, you did. Do you got a cloth? We can't touch that with anything.
Say again?
Like a lens cloth? We can't touch
Nah,
that with
I
anything.
got a Q-tip somewhere.
Okay.
In any event, I wanted to touch base with somebody because this is important. I think it can change everything. It can change the whole way we see ourselves. I hear America Calling, which is a song I found by this woman, Celtic Women or something, but it's an amazing song because it talks about the America that isn't corporations, that isn't all the authority figures. It's the people who actually live here, the common person, if you will.
Because people are the best natural resource.
Yes,
And
yes,
all of the
yes.
all of the energy comes from us.
Yes, and we may not have money, but we do have time, at least as much of it
As long as your
we
time
have.
is not money.
Exactly, that's okay.
As long as your
now,
time is not money.
Now, time dollars understand money can never be replaced. Yes,
No, but reciprocity is
Yes.
there. You lend value.
It's because did you know that every day in 2011, 7,000 people turn 65 every single day? In a monetary economy, that's a drag. In a time bank way of thinking, that's a great plus because 7,000 people daily who have experience, abilities, skills,
Don't have to be
understanding,
somewhere all
don't
day.
have to be somewhere.
Yeah.
And if we start
It's
to
a beautiful
embrace this
concept,
kind of
and
thinking,
we already do embrace that
I
kind
know
of
you
thinking.
do, and we must encourage it on greater
Right, and so
scales.
what we can do is we can, through you, because you've already got
Yes.
a lot of work done
Yes,
here.
and I need
If you want to
write-
present this tonight, or if you want to present this at any time,
Sure,
when
yes,
we've
I
got
do.
more than
Yes, absolutely, I
a
do.
skeleton crew here,
Yes, I do.
and we'll set up your documentary, we'll
Yeah.
run it, we'll put it on the net, we'll link it to our Facebook,
Of
we'll
course,
link it
as
to...
well will I link my wiki
Right,
stuff with
right.
you.
We'd love to have
Yes,
the
of course.
capability and
Of course.
the extension. Yep.
And the ability to reach more people.
Right,
Sure.
right,
Yeah,
the extension.
yeah.
Yep. And so let's
So
do
what
it.
time does this happen?
Every day, I think about, what is it, 6 o'clock? We do the General Assembly.
PM?
Yeah, it probably is. Okay, so at 6 they get done down there. It takes about an hour to filter down here. About 7 o'clock. So if you show up about 6,
Actually, my gas is getting real tight until the first of the month here. I've got, I don't have any extra money.
oh yeah,
I hear you.
No, and I'm not asking for anything. I'm calculating in my
So
head.
what it is, if you show up on like say a Thursday or a
There you go.
Friday,
There you go. Yeah, give me some-
about 6, 7 o'clock.
Thursday,
make one
Friday,
trip down here,
6,
make it a good trip. There'll be a lot of people
Exactly,
down here.
exactly.
And then we can have these talks in large
Yeah,
groups.
yeah. Well, that's what I want to do. I
Yeah.
want to plant the seed. I mean, if
You can give a seminar on this. What we're going to do is educational workshops.
There you go.
We
I'm-
could use somebody like you. That
I'm
can,
ready.
Yep,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
And so what we'll do is we'll get you a phone number to get in touch with
All
us.
right.
All right. And
Good.
then what you can do is we'll coordinate your time
Yep.
and your resources to be here and be the most effective.
I have applied on your website. I see you only have like 45 people on the website.
Maybe. I think there's
Well, that's-
45
There's some
people.
of us
regi-
who haven't
Well,
registered on the website.
Of course, and I. Oh no, I know that, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Like I said,
anti anything. I'm just saying I wish the number were bigger than 45.
It is bigger than 40.
Well, I know it is, but it doesn't show it there.
Right. And it may not. And like, you know, I'm off grid. I don't.
Well, I appreciate
You won't find
that.
a cell phone or a computer or
I
frickin'
appreciate that.
anything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
And if I didn't have all the time I have, I probably.
and so yeah, you won't find me as listed as one of the, but I'm here.
Fair enough.
So yeah, and you wouldn't believe the community support.
Oh, I
I mean,
know.
if you could see the people that come
Well,
in
good.
here,
I'm glad to
they're
hear
like,
it.
"Thank you for being here because I have to work. My husband has to work.
Of
We
course.
cannot be here, and we appreciate that you're here doing this work. They come and dropped off almost everything you see.
Well, good. My problem with the situation, the way I've been perceiving it as well before all of this occurred, was that we've gotten so sophisticated in all of our arguments on all sides of all issues. We're so expert and polished that we're all stalemated.
Did you
aren't
get
we?
one of these pamphlets? No, we're
I'll take
destroying that. We're destroying that. We're like basically the first.
Well, I know. The people don't need permission to do even this kind of stuff. We can take hold of things ourselves.
What I'm saying is though is that our idea of what is going on here and the reason we're here is becoming more streamlined as we go. And that's the purpose of gathering for redress of grievances. It's a public assembly.
Yep.
It's a public assembly where we speak about what our grievances are. We get all on the same page. Once we have something that's a solid docket, we are going to march down and present it. No, we've got 45 days at least to get there. And I think it'll take that long. It may not.
Yeah.
We may have intermediate communications to the power base. So we're gonna shrug this weather off, no problem. You'll see. We've got things coming in. We've got solar thermal hot water. We've got wood stoves. We've got freaking the possibility to have a large weatherproof big top tent here. We're looking at 2 different.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we'll put all this under it. We'll put all the tents under it. We're gonna lay radiant hydronic heating pads down so the tents sit right on top of it. We're gonna have a heated patio with a wood stove and water storage and like all this stuff should happen over the next like week to 2 weeks.
You are going to want to make sure you document all of that stuff going in. That'll make good, solid information for modeling behavior
That shows a lot of strength too. That's
as
what
well.
brings together
It shows,
people.
and it shows.
And
It
that's the thing is-
demonstrates.
and that's
If
the thing
people
is-
can see that, man, that's inspiring.
And they are
See, when
seeing
you
it.
get this stuff
Yeah.
like this, you clip out a few seconds and and thousands.
We're
and
doing it
millions
right
of
now.
people
And the
can
thing
see
is our solar systems, a lot of these people are just like loose and apart. They have to run home, charge their phones. They have to run to somebody's car and plug them in. We have cell phone charging, networking power, communications power. We have countywide radio.
He doesn't have a cell phone.
We've got slow scan TV. We've got the ham.
I'm joking.
We've got the ham community involved. So when they
Good.
black out,
God, they still have ham radio?
oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And so when they black out our cell phones and our Wi-Fi access, we're just going to go up on 2-meter ham net cross country.
I used to copy Morse code.
And so we're and that's the thing is we're here to show these people, all right, that the media twist and all of the people in power that we're not a bunch of freaking slacker rabble. We're capable. We're agile.